Welcome back to another fantastic... Wait a minute. Welcome... Game and Rant. Welcome back to Game and Rant. This is episode number 3 of Game and Rant. We're doing random calls. This is Division 2 on PC. And we'll just do our turn in. Oh, I don't. Yeah, we'll do our turn in, our weekly turn in really quick. I have over the allotted supplies, by the way, because I was a dummy and merged 2 of my characters' supplies together that were both damn near capped. Hey, a Bullet King. That might be my first Bullet King. I know my friend Estinio loves his Bullet King. That would be good on my 3rd. Where the hell? Oh, yeah. I was trying to help that person in... Is this Brooklyn? Shit, I forget these. No, this is New York. I was in New York. Yeah, that's right. This is really. I still don't know if I'm supposed to talk during these or not. Oh, that's right, because my audio is separate. That's okay. As long as the videos don't skip. Let me re-queue. Yeah. I hate how it has to redo this every time. Skip. Dude, they're always in Tidal Basin. I know. Skip. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I do my random calls here. Alright, let's go. Put the bullet. This is the Bullet King if you've never seen one before. It never needs to be reloaded. And that's good if you're playing, a heavy weapons character. The Virginian Perfect Boomerang Crit has a 75% chance to return the bullet if the bullets return the magazine next shot. Oh, that's cool. That's 2 weapons I've never seen before. I don't know why I'm holding on to that cabaret. Oh, I think it's if I get stuck playing against massive amounts of drones. We'll go kill the mob that's out here. So yeah, that's right. I was playing New York the other day. DC. No, this is DC. I was playing New York the other day, but I used to run that dungeon all the time. And that must have just been a difficulty that I wasn't used to. The traps and the motion sickness and just the amount of mobs like that. The boss is like a 15-minute long boss if you don't have a full team, and nobody else was helping that guy. I apologize to him over and over and over again. Contact. I've been trying to pull these guys back further because they sucker you in, and if the boss has a grenade, which he usually does, these guys get a surround on you and just tear you to shreds. I might just go engage them. Look at how far out they're surrounding me. It's kind of ridiculous. They ran into other mobs, so we're just gonna go ahead and fight them with these other mobs. Fight them with our friendlies. Come on. There we go. If I can hit him, by the way, if you don't know, if I can hit him with my grenade and then shoot him with my M1, they get a hammer debuff, which you can kind of see. And that gives my ammo like massive armor damage, and it helps this character burn these bigger enemies down a lot faster. Kind of equals the playing field, so I can burn their armor down. So if you're ever wondering why this character just throws massive amounts of grenades, it's either to get them out of cover. Oh crap. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. It's either to get him out of cover or so I can get that hammer debuff and burn down their armor. I'll go grab this loot before I can get scooped into something. Ah, that's crap. It's crapola. That's okay. So, I don't know. Some of you might be here to just watch me play Division really, really poorly. Now, Kings. I kind of want to talk about different stuff than everybody else, and I'm kind of trying to figure out how to do that. Also, while understanding that, oh, geometric shapes, I don't have my global modifiers. I deal with the global modifiers when I'm playing with other people. When I'm playing with myself, the shapes are too distracting. I'm trying to talk about like different stuff than everybody else, but I'm also trying to do that without just constantly one-upping myself too, because especially on Twitter, but it happens on YouTube also, really the only way to kind of game the algorithm is to just say ever increasingly insane shit. And I have a whole song about that called Griftards, where they just one up each other saying just more and more and more insane shit. And when people say fear porn, really what there's really kind of two different types of fear porn. There's people just saying, you know, XYZ is going to happen tomorrow and you should buy my book. That's kind of fear porn number one. Fear porn number two is like taking everybody else says and then ratcheting it up even further. And that's how things get. Whoa. Freaking art museum. Freaking art museum again. Oh, my character's fallen to their death. Damn, I like return. Uh-oh. Is this... Where the hell am I? What was that all about? I like fell through the universe. I think it was because I was supposed to be riding on the helicopter, and well, that was fun. Shit, what was I saying? I wish there was like a 3, 2, 1 countdown timer before it zoned you in. It's okay. Let me think. Grifters contact. Dude, my brain. I like talking about grid down. And I like talking about grid down because I think that's what's going to happen. Okay? Are you going to shoot? Are you going to find out who's shooting at us? I'll do it. No, Kangs. Everybody's kind of got their own thing that they like. Everyone's got their own thing that they're going to have. And some people think it's going to be nuclear, biological, blah, 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 and they wear the mushroom. They wear the mushroom suits. Wow. Some people think it, you know, EMP, and so they get all the EMP stuff, and you know, and the reality is it's probably going to be a little bit of all the above, with grid down probably being really a huge portion of it, and then civil unrest being a huge portion of it. Hi, are we gonna do some stuff, kill some mobs? You're welcome. And so, we already have massive amounts of civil unrest. It's just not on the news.
Hostiles detected.
Contact. 4 people joining us today. Well, yeah, you've got every other. They've got every other move on. I usually leave the second I usually leave too. Shit is freaking obnoxious. Oh my... What? Who cares about percent? Oh my gosh. Who cares? Who cares about percentage? Jeez. This is, yeah, it's the epitome of not fun. So if you've never seen this before, watch my little, like, as soon as I do my healing ball bonk, it puts my res on, which is why we die all the time. Yeah, I play Elden Dark, so I like the challenge. I usually leave too. I usually leave about 10 seconds in. I like the challenge. It's like, good, you can play solo then. This dungeon, I call this a dungeon. I call them all dungeons. This is a very, very hard one. I don't give a fuck if you play Elden Ring. I don't give a fuck about those dog shit Souls games. Man, it's gonna be really hard. I'm really not gonna be vibing with this. Did it fully kick us out too? Did we die and it fully kick us out? That's amazing. I am not familiar with that being a difficulty option, to just fully kick you out when you dance. Oh no, is he doing half ammo too? Fuck, dude, these... I don't think it's funny or cute to do half ammo and hiding the ammo boxes, and then on top of that also getting rid of your 1 or 2 moves. Because if you don't spec your character, for it, you're just, it's kind of boring. And I don't understand I don't understand why these people don't just go find their own hardcore guild if they want to play like this. Plus 120. Like, who gives a shit about XP? I don't understand why people care about XP in this game. So yeah, it gives me almost no ammo. Anywho, so you know, I really care about grid down, and people in Portland lost power today, and people in the Seattle area lost power today. You're not going to see that on the news. Apparently no fucking reason, just because, I guess. You know, is there going to be, you know, some kind of follow-up to that? Is there going to be corrective actions? Are people going to be, you know, compensated? But, you know, these people, and you know what they said? Oh, well, we usually don't lose power in our neighborhood. Motherfucker, what? See, I'm already out of ammo. You know, your fridge is about to be, you know, $500 worth of rotten food, and your answer is you usually don't lose power. And these are people that you would just swear know better. They know the civil unrest. They're absolute pros at dealing with civil unrest. But when it comes to grid down, it's just not even on their radar. And so, just like nuclear, biological, blibbity bobbity blue is not on my radar. I've got my potassium iodide, and that's it. And I know I'll be okay as I can be. I'm really kind of out of places to go. Not necessarily. Like, I could head towards the beach more, but I guess if I'm thinking about it out loud, heading towards the beach, you know, if it really is like a Red Dawn thing, that wouldn't be very good. Although that's where the action would be. I think it reminds me, a lot of people mistake survival, and some people say, you know, it's to survive, and some people say it's to thrive, and some people want to be, you know, the warlords of the apocalypse. And how I really feel differently about shit it's the fan. Like, my goal, and I think where so many preppers are gonna die, is trying to survive first contact. Because you're gonna be at just such a golly, that's a lot of guys. You're gonna be at such a massive disadvantage. You know, you're gonna be at work, they're gonna be trying to disarm you. Because work wants you to be disarmed to make themselves feel better. Everybody will have already decided that that's, you know, purge day and purge night, so everybody's going to be freaking armed to the teeth. It's just not going to be good. You know, the enemy gets to decide basically everything, and your only goal is to survive first contact. It's going to be hard. You're going to lose people. You know, like, my goal every time I've been in shit it's the fan, and I've been in shit it's the fan a ton of times. My goal is to just grab somebody and get out. Or if they have a kid, grab them and the kid and get out. And if I've never been in a building when shit hits the fan. But if I'm ever in a building when shit hits the fan, really hits the fan, my goal is to just grab one person and hunker down That's all I have to do. I only have to save one person. I mean, that is if I'm by myself. Dude, okay, great. Both of my weapons are out of ammo. Pistol it is. Uh-oh. Hello. 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 Oof. Contact. And that's why, like, I feel like that's why they want to limit ammo capacity. That's why they only want you to have 10 rounds. That's why they don't want you to have 17 rounds, 21 rounds. That's why they try to demonize you for carrying multiple mags and call you a psychopath. They want, when civil unrest hits, they want it to be as manageable as possible. For as long as possible. And really what that means is, dude, this is like a long ass pole with no ammo. Did I miss the ammo box? I hate the damn recoil on this pistol so much. Is there, I swear if there's an invisible ammo oh, that's weird. My ammo just regenerated. Okay, I don't know why my ammo just regenerated unless I accidentally walked over a box I don't see. That's weird. I wonder why my healing ball is not healing his cracked armor. I guess only ammo patches can do that. You know, they don't want you running around with a PDW. You know, they don't want you running around being able to completely defend yourself. They want you to be a victim. They want... But the thing is like the gangs are going to be running around with that stuff. The organized groups, the purge groups are going to be running around with all that. They just don't want you running around with all of it. And that's never made sense to me. Why they won't just admit that they want the law-abiding citizens to be disarmed. I'm sure they want the criminals disarmed too, but they will never put forth the effort to actually do it. And so it just seems like a win to them to disarm law-abiding citizens. And that's insane to me. Why limit a law-abiding citizen's magazine capacity that already has those magazines? If they have more magazines, like, so what? It literally doesn't matter. And they go, well, you can't carry that many anyway. Yeah, exactly. So fuck you. Why does it matter? Politicians cannot tell you why a 17 or a 21 round or a 30 round or a 50 round or a 100 round mag or belt fed. They cannot tell you why that matters. Except to say, well, if you go psycho someday, and I saw some guy try to use this argument, you know, prove you're not insane. I'm like, how about the politicians prove that they're not insane? Like, why do I have to prove, you know, I already own... Can you get in there? Why are you asking me if I can get... I thought you were Mr. Hardcore. I thought you were Mr. Hard... I don't understand this person at all. He seems like he isn't thinking things through very well. Simple brain. Isn't it past your bedtime?
Agent, we need to bypass those turrets to reach the exhibition.
So we finally caught up.
Turret disabled. Additional turret still online.
We finally caught up to where I spawned in and fell through the universe. I just like do not do damage to these guys. I wonder what... I don't know how to easily tell what difficulty we're on, but this feels like heroic. I'm just not doing any damage. Sorry, I'm not trying to trail off here. I'm trying to stay alive. This is much more difficult than I really would have liked it to be, so it's taking a lot more. I'm just gonna run out of ammo again. I'm sorry, my brain. They want you to be disarmed. They want to take your mags. They can't tell you why. This guy tried to tell me, well, you know, prove you're not crazy. And I'm like, dude, there's already 14 states where you can't buy greater than 10 round mags anymore. For the people that do, they should just be able to buy more then. If that's true, then they should be able to buy more if they already own them. They just can't defend just the stupid things that they come up with. And it's frustrating because I brought up the point, it's like, well, if there's a pistol that you decide you don't like, you can't sell the mags. You can't go get new mags for the other one that you want. How in this world is that okay? That'd be, I don't know why I thought of this, but like, it'd be like if you bought a pen and you couldn't buy pen refills for the pen anymore because they decided I don't know. But it's only like that with pistols. It's not like that with rifles. They just banned the rifles and the mags. Gosh darn it. I'm out of ammo again. I really don't want to switch to my pistol. But I'm going to have to. Oops. I don't wanna die there. I guess this would be... I shouldn't have put my big show in the... That's kind of funny. I shouldn't have put my big show in the thing. I guess I should keep it for these, because this is ridiculous.
You have received an endorsement.
No, how kind of you. I just got a gun with infinite ammo and I need it, but it's in storage. That's hilarious. Sorry, gang. I'm trying to think and actually play through this really, really difficult level at the same time. This guy is a masochist. And I am not actually... this might shock all of you. I am not actually that good of a video game player. I don't actually fancy myself as, like, an amazing video game player. I'm just, like... I'm what you'd call clutch. I'm, like, okay with moments of brilliance, but otherwise actually, like, just barely mediocre. Yeah, side note, there's absolutely no way we're clearing this. This guy kind of guilted me into staying. Oh, I want my ammo. At least my pistol does a lot of damage. Gosh darn it. Oh, he's got a single res too. I don't actually know what he's using for his other one. Maybe he's just building up his res over and over again. and not using his other one. Ah. So I mean, if you're on the fence of what to prep for, or maybe you're just watching this because you want to watch someone really awful playing Division, you have no idea. Prep for off-grid, man. I just got all the stuff in the mail to start splicing my own solar panel cables. And I bought all the I bought the crimpers, and I bought all the stuff. Oh, look at those bushes freaking out. It's weird. Yo, I could really go for an ammo box, my dude. Be great if I could get an ammo box. Yay. We are going to 100% wipe again. This room, even if you're at full everything, this room is a raging bitch. Are we gonna hide, Mr. Dark Souls? I guess we are. Guess that makes sense. We can go here and hide next to the ammo box. Yeah, batteries. Plan on... I would say minimum you need enough batteries, and you need to be able to rotate your batteries. If you have multiple fridges and freezers, to be able to keep your fridge going for at least 3 days. To start with, I'd say ideally a week. When I was a kid, it wasn't unusual for the grid to be down for a week if it was a really bad windstorm. The problem, of course, with really bad windstorms is you're not exactly going to be dealing with solar. Oh, shoot. You're not exactly going to be leaving your solar out. And I hate windstorms. That's probably my biggest. It's probably the biggest thing I don't want to say discouraged about. My nerves is like the wind. It's just kind of ridiculous. You can go months and months and months without it. But whoa. But when the weather pattern switches between like summer and fall, and then fall and spring, the wind is just absurd. Absolutely nerve-wracking. And so what I'm gonna do, I wanted to, oh fuck's sake, jeez, those guys do. I am playing the wrong character to do this. I need to be playing my shield guy. See, these guys are like chipping my armor off permanently unless I use my armor shells. No kings. And my healing ball doesn't restore my healing plates. But yeah, the wind here is just ridiculous. It rips over this hill and picks up speed, so it'll be like, oh, 10-mile-an-hour winds, and then like the porch roof will get like blown off. I'll be like, 10-mile-an-hour wind, huh? Really? It's getting annoying. Got the boss to spawn. Oh, jeez. This guy's huge. And I unfortunately forgot about him, so I don't have a lot of my special ammo. Let's see if I can burn. Oh shoot, he's just gonna know. There we go, I got the hammer debuff on him. Starting to burn that armor off. Oh man, I did not get him that time. I think I'm out of grenades, I am. One more grenade would have been nice, but that's okay. Okay, I think my ammo's fine. I can't. I'm glad I saved some of my ammo, my special ammo. Yeah, it's the wind here, and I think, well, no, that episode didn't make it, but what I wanted to do is build trees on the other side of the house. Build trees. Plant trees on the other side of the house. To try to, like, make some kind of freaking buffer. But I know it would just blow the trees over, and it would just, like, launch trees at the house like a damn missile. So that's why the trees are on the other side of the house. The neighbors before us must have come to the same conclusion, because they had started putting the trees on the other side. No kings. Good grief. This isn't even the hardest room. This is barely like a... How do I say this? It's barely like an event compared to how eventful the other rooms are. But like big fucking deal. Oh, you get 125% XP. Big deal. Like it took us an hour, not an hour, like just to get to the first boss. Good luck. Me and this guy the same build too. I'm gonna count to 20, and if this guy doesn't do anything or say anything, I'm leaving. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bye-bye. Well, it's the first time it's ever actually let me block somebody. Nothing personal. Just like, fuck's sake, man. Not even like a thank you or a good job or let me Venmo you some cash. The art museum is already fucking hard enough. I already told myself the last time, actually the time before the last time, that I wasn't even going to entertain those anymore. Which is why the last time I did one, like, if I see that cooldown, I fucking leave. It's just so ridiculous. I want the extra challenge. Good for you. Stop asking people for help. If you want the extra challenge, that's just like that's my one rule. Don't have the every other move thing. This game is not scaled around one move. Let's go runner. Oh wait. Nah. No. I'm just gonna go out. Play in the urban jungle. Yeah, I don't know. I want to talk about things that all my buddies aren't talking about, but I want to do it without one-upping all of them. I think we're really close to grid down. I've been seeing partial grid down for a couple days. I think we're really close to full grid down. Gosh darn it. And I think we're really close to the next escalation in civil unrest. I think this is going to be an unpopular take, maybe. I actually don't care about the National Guard thing that much. Yes, it is very problematic. Theoretically. I don't actually care about it that much. In practice, the National Guard, I love them. They're just completely ineffective. I don't... Martial's law, not marital law, marsupial law, not even remotely concerned. Sucks. I'm gonna die. Run! Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wow, he's behind me, isn't he? Jeez. This is what I mean. I'm gonna yeah. This is what I mean about the boss wiping. He's gonna despawn. He is not going to be there when I come back. Which is a real bummer. Respawn. If it was up to me, this game would have a nemesis system. So if you get killed by them, they retreat. And then you can run into them again later, which I know you already can, but they remember you and they're, buffed up a little bit. And then you'd get, a bonus. And you'd get, revenge, and they'd be patched up, and they'd be upgraded. I heard the reason why they don't or can't do that is because Shadow of Mordor did that and copyrighted it or something, which I think is stupid. I don't think you should be able to trademark something like that. Anyway, stop getting distracted. Oh, big guy. But yeah, that's how fast you can get overrun in this game. The guys can just put, well, I guess you saw that in my last video with the rogue agents. The rogue agents can just push you, and then you can't. I didn't get a hammer debuff on that guy for some reason. I don't know why. And I wasn't able to burn him down. And he was able to just walk through me. Oop, there's a storm brewing. Let's see, like, this guy's healing himself, so getting that hammer debuff is the difference between me being able to burn this guy down, because he's out healing, but I'm able to break his armor and keep stunning him. Ooh! Yoink. So yeah, I told this person, I was like, hey, you know, do you have a battery? Can you plug a battery in? And this is, dude, there's something about the city, like, they just don't have batteries, man. They just don't think they need batteries. You know, they think the city's gonna help them. And it was like this during that winter too, and people had tents inside their houses so they didn't freeze to death as they waited a week, and they still had to, you know, waive the permits to, like, be able to saw the trees down that were about to fall in everybody's houses. It's just how frigging bass-ackwards, like, the cities are. Like, Doug Firs aren't meant to just stand there all by themselves. They're meant to have a bunch of Doug Fir buddies. Someone told me, I apologize, I forgot who it was in the chat. They said, you know, the tree's roots go as wide as, you know, the tree's branches do. And there, in a nutshell, is the problem with Doug Firs. They grow straight up, they do not grow out, and their root balls do not grow out, and they topple right over. Why are the hyena members being all pissy? And you know, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have any Doug Firs anywhere near the house. But if they're all up in a big clump, it's fine. By themselves, though, they're going to be a huge problem someday. Yeah, there's exceptions. But if you're going to make a wall of Doug Firs, like, it better be deep. Or they're just going to break off like javelins and fly at your house. I saw somebody, it was on the Twitter, and he had just got done building the shed, and he built the shed the next day like a tree wiped it out. After he just, like, poured all this time into it and stuff, and I was just like, dude, I don't even have anything hateful or hurtful to say, except that's just Doug Firs. But the problem is like, especially what happens around here, the Doug Fir will be in the neighbor's yard, and they don't have, like, the emotional intelligence. I like the shade. I like the shade. You're in the city. You're in a you're in a You're in a subdivision. Fuck your shade, idiot. Plant an apple tree then. Plant something.
Priority objective available.
Okay, hello? Are we gonna do something? Are we gonna hang out at your settlement? Alright, I'm gonna count to 10. And a 1. And a 10. And a 9. And an 8. And a 7. And a 6. And a 5. And a 4. And a 3. I'm trying to tell if he's pinging something. I don't think he's pinging anything because I don't see. No, did you just ask for fun? For help, for fun? It's okay. Slim pickings tonight. The good news is, I guess, is that it kind of takes them out of the queue when that happens. So they have to ask for help again. It's not just going to sit there and gobble people up into their group. Oh boy. Also, what would be nice is if in this loading screen it told you what the damn challenges were. So you knew what you were getting into. Monbo slime me out. Okay. Well, good. Step 1, my res didn't just go away. Goody gum drops. This should be. Is this invaded camp? This is gonna be pretty funny. This is more my style. Just having fun and racking up points. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people won't get batteries. I don't know why people won't get solar. I mean, all the signs are there. I alluded to this in my... Oh, they're wearing what I used to wear. All the signs alluded to this, like with all the corporations overstocking in Q1. I mean, that explains why there's so many damn radios, which I guess we knew, but you know, it was nice to feel vindicated. Like, they had 1 million radios. The radios are so cheap because they pre-ordered 1 million radios. Like, it makes sense. That's what they did with solar. That's why there was such good sales on everything. And people are gonna be out. People are gonna be really pissed when solar gets jacked back up again. Why didn't anyone tell me solar prices are gonna double? Solar's insanely cheap right now. Ah, look out! He turned around. What the hell? Not all the batteries are cheap. Some people still have their batteries like way too expensive per kWh. Some of them have a pretty fair, and some of them are just insane. And there's amazing battery deals to be had. Plus, Black Friday is coming up. Black Friday is bar none 100%. I'm coming. The best day of the year to get your batteries. They're trying to make as much money as they can. Are we going, buddies? Are we going, buddies? By the way, he's got the kitty backpack. That's pretty cool. I was gonna get the kitty backpack, but I like my backpack better. Although I do like the kitty backpack a lot. Man, if you don't have a battery, you need to get a battery. Even just something to run your fridge for a couple of days, and it doesn't have to run your fridge non-stop like Roaming Prepper is talking about. Like, you can learn how to cycle it. I mean, you still have to worry about defrost. And you still have to worry about the compressor, but once you get a routine down, big boy. Once you get a routine down, like, even if it's super hot, it does not take a lot of power to run a fridge or a freezer. Just don't open it and close it all the time. Make sure it's actually closed. Keep water bottles in it and stuff. Like, there is no excuse with the prices. And you know, I guess someday if I ever, you know, get an Opus sponsorship, which is probably a 0% chance in hell, but if they ever make an expandable Opus, like, I will definitely check it out. But I still think that Blue Eddy is where it's at. Unless you're going for like major scalable whole home stuff. Blue Eddy is so nice. And I'll Blue Eddy, Goal Zero, EcoFlow. And I know a lot of people say, oh, Jackery. But it's like, man, Jackery's still playing catch up. They sat on their lithium ion for way too long, just like Goal Zero did. Jackery makes good batteries, so does Goal Zero. And they're getting there. But like, I just don't know why you'd buy one now when you could get just like, what was that other one? Energy. Like, dude, those energy batteries were sick too. But they sat on their lithium ion. They sat on their government contracts. They just couldn't scale, and I get it. That sucks. Energy probably could have been a Brazilian dollar company, but they couldn't scale. I still like Goal Zero for the smaller stuff, but even that, like, the small Blue Eddy stuff is really nice too. It's just a matter of, like, you can't just get batteries forever. There is other stuff that you have to get. As fun as it is, and believe me, it would just be, you know, would be nice to just get batteries forever, but there are other things you gotta do. You gotta secure the homestead, like, you gotta get cameras that you gotta reinforce, because this door kicker challenge bullshit is just getting worse. The cartel shit's just getting worse. The commie ninja larpers, Hamas moving in, Trende Aragua is gonna get even more pissed. And all you can really hope for is that you can stay home. And going back to what I was saying, like, surviving first contact, and then rallying your family, like, as fast as you can. And there's just so much, like, bullshit normalcy bias is just ridiculous. Normalcy bias is just ridiculous, but I'm gonna make this place an absolute fucking fortress. It's gonna be ridiculous. And if people want to rally up here, great. If they don't want to rally up here, then I don't know what the fuck to tell them. You're only gonna be living in your camper in the woods for so long. Campers are just bullet sponges. You've got to have forward ops, and you've got to have everybody on board. And if you've got a bunch of, like, stoner dipshits at your, you know, around your campsite that are just, like, gonna just smoke their way through the end of the fucking world, you're gonna be the only person that cares about security. And they're gonna have, you know, we've got 7 dogs, except those dogs are just completely out of control. And one night, zip zoop, all the fucking dogs aren't barking anymore. And then what the fuck do you do? Nothing, because you're stoned out of your fucking mind. And those are real scenarios. People that think their dogs are going to protect them solely. Dogs are another tool in the toolbox. I don't want to say too many horrible things about dogs because I feel like I'm right here, countdown timer. I feel like I'm treading on thin ice sometimes talking about dogs. Dogs aren't useless. They're just a tool in the toolbox. Where's the air support? Yeah, you can't. I guess what I'm trying to say is just like I've been saying with cats, you just can't leave your dog outside. Like, I met people that, should have known way better. And their idea of when their dog barked and wanted to be let out was to let the dog out. It's like, you don't necessarily have to let your dog out just because your dog wants out. Like, you need to check out there first and make sure that your dog's not walking into a death trap. Either a two-legged or a four-legged death trap. Bears aren't even necessarily like the worst thing out there. There's worse things out there than bears. There's worse things out there than coyotes. My dog is family. Okay, great. Then probably don't let it go outside. Before you've checked. To make sure it's even safe out there for your dog. Dogs are kind of crazy. They'll get themselves. They have hearts of gold. They'll jump into the fire, thinking that you're right behind them and thinking that you got their back, and it doesn't occur to them that you can't see in the dark. You don't have nods. You don't got your dog's back. Oh, whoops! They're doing something. It's like think about that shit for a second. Your dog runs after something. It thinks you're right behind it. It doesn't realize that it's outrunning you. And then it chases something, and then it gets lost. It can't find its way back, and it gets suckered into something. What are we doing, buddy? Are you gonna... I think I got one more in me. I'm not... My neck is a little sore, but I'm not super dizzy yet. I just... this is prepper month, and I was gonna lower the cost of bunker basics, but I'm still sitting on this last update. I really want this update to be perfect, and I've added lots of little tidbits. I honestly don't even remember everything that I've added, but I've added probably another page worth of stuff to the planting trees. See, I always come out here and pick a fight with these guys, and sometimes I win and sometimes I lose, but it's a good practice, and they're always right here waiting for me. Contact. I don't know though, maybe I'll get it updated in time to kick it down in the price a little bit, but I can't see. I want people to be prepared. I don't want batteries to be so hard that they're discouraging people, but like I get discouraged too. I was looking at how to change a tire. I don't mean how to change a car on a tire. I mean change a tire on a car. I mean how to actually replace a tire. And that shit's daunting. Like, and that's the problem. That's what I try to do with my book. I try to actually explain the why. I try to demystify it. And so when I watch a YouTube video, I guess there wasn't a named guy here. Oh well. When I watch a YouTube video of how to actually like replace a tire, I want them to I want someone to explain to me why you do the soapy thing. Why it has to sink in and adhere, and why people say to squish it down with a ratchet strap, and why? Because my brain will remember why, and it'll make sense, and it'll make it easier for me to do. It's the same thing with welding. It's like, explain to me why I have to clamp something down, why I have to do a clamp down to something, and why I have to ground it, you know. So, and I think it's, you know, so the arc will go through, and like, explain to me why. That way I know how to do it, and I can explain it to the next person, and I'll understand the nuances. It was the same thing with like jumping a car. You know, you're told all this stuff of how to like jump a car, but you're not told why. Why do you do the ground first, you know, and then the hot, and then why do you remove the hot? Or then remove the ground. I always fuck it up. I always have to fuck it up and reread it. But like, if someone explains to me like the why, it's that usually gives me enough of a story for me to like, for my brain to latch on to. And then it helps me train the next person. And so like the whole thing with like the planting a tree, if you can explain to somebody like why it's important, you know, it'll hopefully be more likely that they'll actually plant the tree properly. I knew that was going to happen. What are we doing, guys? Heroic. Oh, are we doing heroic? Checkpoints? Or control points? I'm doing heroic checkpoints, guys. Well, I'll wait here a minute and see what these guys are going to do. Maybe I'll just wrap it up if they don't want to do anything. I guess the other thing I'll say is, like, Skynet's coming. The drones are coming. People think it's going to be 10 years. It's going to be 5. The only thing we're going to be exporting is power, electricity. But it's going to be microgrids in the US that none of us get to use. We're going to be exporting crypto and AI processing. That's all the US is going to have left. What are you going to do with the illegals when you've changed all their jobs into robots? And, you know, that's all provided that we make it that long. All right, you guys, are we doing anything? You guys are killing me. Okay. You guys have fun. I'll try one more. Like, get your side gigs, you know, get your shit squared away, get a couple batteries. Like, if you can get if you have the right kind of windows to get an AC unit that runs off of batteries, then even better. Get your cardio in shape, get your body in shape. And I would say, like, if you're beating the shit out of your body right now to try to make ends meet, you might want to rethink things a little bit. That's not going to be, that may not be like the best use of what's left of your body. And man, there's just so much I want to say, but I think I've said so much of it so many times. I don't have a good feeling about the next couple of years. This cycle, every one of these like 5-year cycles gets worse, and I always say like maybe it's not this cycle, but it might be the next one. I still don't know if this is going to be like the cycle, the last cycle, but like this is brutal. Nobody's going to have a job left after this. Like the Fed, there will be a reckoning with the Fed with how much lying they've been doing when the job corrections happen. Oh, am I in combat? Gosh darn it. Stuck with the stupid geometry shapes on. I don't know what that reckoning is going to look like. I think it's going to be just a crash. Like, gold's gone up, silver's gone up. Was gold and silver like the highest ever? Now people say it's undersold. I think it's oversold. Unless it's the very, very last time. Once gold, people think that gold has like an infinite value, like Bitcoin. But I think gold has a finite value. I think that finite value is, it's just going to, the value is just going to end once everything crashes. Except for states where it's legal tender. And the only people that are going to be moving it around are going to be government level entities. Because they're going to try to take it all and convert it all into a digital currency. It's going to be part of the buy-in for digital currency. Elite Patrol. Contact. Uh-oh. Whew. No, what? Did they shoot me like through those tires? Break contact. 6 o'clock. Oh my, that guy. There we go, I got the hammer debuff. I'm gonna start breaking through his armor. And it doesn't matter that the fire doesn't hurt him from my fire grenades. See, I'm still breaking the armor off him. And I'm still staggering him. Man, he's still not taking a lot of damage. There we go. Nice. I mean, there's going to be a reckoning. Unemployment's going to be bad. They're going to replace all the illegals with robots. They're not going to be able to get rid of the illegals. Our economy is just completely oversaturated with people here on work visas that don't need to be here. This motherfucker online was like, oh well, you know, who's gonna work in the fields? This is just the racist shit that they say. Who's gonna work in the fields? I'm like, fucking robots. Next question. Well, robots. And then they try to do this, well, you know, robots can't do it because they can't swap out or whatever. I'm like, man, robots have been hot swappable to charging units for years. Well, you know, logistics and distribution. I'm like, they're already automated. They're already testing all the automated shit to do that. Oh, well, if you're so fucking smart, you can have the robots deport everybody once they're done. And I just sent him like, the judgment day is inevitable. I'm like, is that all you fucking got? There is just like some pathetic ass people that just suck at arguing. Like, that's the fucking best you've got? Dude, we're fucked. You don't know. You don't know how bad the job market is. You don't know how many houses are for sale Oh man, you don't know how many people are defaulting on their loans. You don't know how many people are defaulting on their debt. Klarna is trying to go public. Klarna's lot. I was reading the thing about today. They're one of those paying for douchebags. Klarna's lost like 85% of their value. Don't quote me on that. Dude, like, Klarna is one fucking bad day away. I didn't know this Publishers Clearinghouse went bankrupt. And they defaulted on all the people that were supposed to, win $5,000 a week for life. They defaulted on all those people. We're fucked. We're so fucked. And people just, like, do not get it. Prepping is more than beans and bullets and bandages. You got to be working on side gigs and side gigs for your side gigs, and you got to be working on side gigs for your family. Like, man. Ow. I just ate a shotgun. Break contact. Oh my gosh. I thought that, like growing food would be enough, and then I realized you're never going to grow enough food. Oh, jeez, I'm getting creamed. This is my worst nightmare right here. Break contact. I don't want to eat that shotgun again, whoever's shooting it. Like, do you know how many houses are for sale? People are like, oh, more houses are for sale. It's driving the price of houses down. It's like, man, not with the interest rates. We got a thing saying that the interest rates are lower than they've ever been in ages. It's like they're banking on interest rates going down, but to be honest, people don't actually know if interest rates are going to be going down. It's not a foregone conclusion. They could just keep interest rates up to just keep that interest rolling and to keep that fake money going longer. Got to keep that fake money rolling, until they're ready for digital currency. Man, drive around and see how many houses are for sale. It's unreal. Which would be fine if there was low interest rates, but there's not. So there's only rich people running around with cash buying houses that there's no jobs. People can't move here because there's no jobs. Which means you're being replaced with independently wealthy people, and the problem is they're still keeping the houses artificially high. Because maybe they still get to work remote. I don't know. Or they just have shit tons of money, or it's their second or third house and they're just going to rent it, and they're going to rent it out to some fucking junkies. And that's why I've just got to be making this house like a fortress. I need some money to do that. And the problem is, I'm loyal to my job. And unfortunately, that loyalty... Oh, no. Break contact. Oh, no. My worst nightmare. Again. No, no, no. Fuck. Ate that shotgun. Where is everybody? Okay, so the nice thing about this, by the way, I'm just going to res at my little buddies. And you can res at your buddies that are helping until I think the second stage. Or until your buddies die. So you've got to keep your buddies alive. And you got to not do what I did. And if rogue agents come, that doesn't do any good. What was I saying about houses? I was saying something about houses. Oh yeah, money. Like, I've been loyal to places before, and the more loyal you are, the less money you make. And the more they prioritize other people. And I know that that's exactly what's going to happen again. I'm loyal. They're going to prioritize other people. And that's just insane to me. And you have to be always ready to walk. You always have to have backups. Because it's like they want you to be patient and they expect you to have infinite patience. But the more patient you are, the more they take advantage of you and the longer they stretch you out. I've heard of this happening before where they stretch people out for years. And then they go, oh, we don't need you to do that anymore. Or they'll go, we never told you to do that to begin with, even though you know absolutely you were filling a void. But they purposefully don't never put anything in an email, so none of their decisions are ever recorded. And then a lot of these corporations, they're coming back and saying, you know, that you didn't meet your goals or whatever. And they're gonna put bad marks on you for that other places are gonna see that, you know, you left under. Yikes. You know, you left not having met the expectations that they had put for you, even though it's a fucking lie, and then you're not gonna get any other jobs. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to get dizzy now. It just hit me. I'm moving my camera around just a little too much. It's making me sick. I need to hit this guy with a grenade so I can get my hammer debuff. There we go. Shut matchmaking off. Oh, I guess my character decided to climb up here. So yeah, this just about rounds it out. I'm concerned that I'm just saying the same shit over and over again, but I guess every time I put it together just a little bit better. What I really just want people to understand is that don't get comfy and don't think that loyalty is going to get you through this. Loyalty with your jobs anyway. Keep your prepper groups small. Keep your prepper groups tight. Keep it face to face. Keep it offline. Keep your beefs offline. Watch out for people sowing division. Oh, agent in need of backup. No, I'm sorry, it's too late. Alright, you guys, I'm getting motion sick, so y'all take it easy. Bye-bye.